Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Here we will explain and show the challenge number 2 of SCADA Mobile of the elective subject of Deputy in charge of the teacher Eduardo Barrera Gueldron. We are third-year mechatronics engineering students and our working group is formed by Javier, Felipe, Castañeda, who will explain the logic in the PLC leader language, Brayan Alejandro Suarez, who will explain the conclusions of the project, and me, who will explain in a general way the operation of the project with each interface in SCADA as a first step, with the SCADA interface as the first part of video. Now, my college roommate, Javier.
Well, now we have 4 segments of programmation. The first segment is factory IO connection. This is going to connect the PLC to the simulation of factory IO. We have the second segment, we have the box feeder that is going to feed the boxes that we need to palletize. Now, in the segment third, we have the pallet feeder, that is where we are going to organize or palletize or boxes that we organize in the segment, in the back segment. And last one, we have, for sake of one form, the segment of control, because we have the receipts, stop, and we have the option move that is going to give the value of the variable and assign the moment that this is going to act. And we have the likes of the buttons that we are going to use. Now, my partner Alejandro is going to explain the SCADA.
Okay, thank you, Javier. Okay, through SCADA we will initialize, stop and reset PLC variables. In the SCADA section of the cell phone, we find in the main screen the section of pilots of the motors, elevator, input boxes. This indicates the activation or disactivation of these features along with the respective buttons start, stop and reset. On the main screen there is also the section of the history that represents a very important part to know and keep tracks of actions. The first graph is of the manual or SCADA modes. The second graph shows the loaded pallet and the third shows the number of input boxes. And finally, the alarm section where the loading of the boxes is indicated. Now my college roommate Alejandro.
Okay, there is an error created by the gate when it opens and closes disorganized the boxes of the simulation in the scene. Then it goes through of the sensor that reads the box pass, the turn organizing the boxes, changing the orientation that it goes through the conveyor belt that pushes to load the plate. When there are 6 boxes, the plate opens, loading the pallet. The pallet will be loaded with 18 boxes, organizes a tower and down the elevator, and from the other conveyor belt will deliver the products. A pallet is frame of wood, plastic, and other materials used in movement of cargo to facilitate lifting and handling with small hydraulic cranes, called for lifts on pallet trucks. In order the provide the goods with stability. The choice of type of the pallets is fundamental. More efficient loading and unloading of goods. The use of pallets make it easier of operators. For the reason pallets no longer have a monopoly is a reference to loading unit. Also, they are still most widespread in the industrial, food, or automotive. In other sectors, such as retail of commerce, when orders are smaller in volume of one or more reference, politicization has become practically obsolete.
Okay, thanks, Alejandro. Thanks everyone for your attention and watch this video. See you later.